Who are the philosophers who reached enlightenment? Hello, I'm just a nameless old man who sweeps the yard every day in the countryside. I wouldn't dare to judge world-renowned philosophers. However, as I've spent a lifetime with a broom in hand, sweeping away the dust within, I scent the same scent of peace in the words left by those lonely Western sages. They were like exquisite candles ready to shine, but I felt a sense of sorrow that they might have burned alone, never meeting the right connection to ignite their flame with certainty. Today, I want to gently share how their lives show us that enlightenment is never far away. The first who comes to mind is Socrates. His famous words, "Know thyself," weren't just about knowing one's place. It was a roar like the Buddha's emptiness, a call to empty out all the illusions of what we think we know. Even as he drank the poison at his execution, he was at peace. Accepting death as a natural flow, he showed a boundaryless freedom that had already transcended the ego. Another is the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Though he held all the power in the world, he wrote meditations to himself every night in his military tent. He reminded himself not to be shaken by others' words, and to protect only his inner peace, living in the highest seat of worldly attachment while remaining unattached in heart. His life was truly like a lotus flower blooming in the mud. And there is Spinoza, whom I hold very dear to my heart. Despite being exiled and facing threats, he lived simply, grinding lenses. His realization that God is nature meant letting go of the ego and flowing with the universe. He maintained peace even in illness. He had already perfected anatta and unobstructed peace in his daily labor. Then there is Meister Eckhart, who said, "Let go even of God." His teaching that truth fills only an empty mind is the very essence of sunyata. Facing the Inquisition, he remained unshaken, proving a boundaryless freedom where heaven was already within him. Finally, Wittgenstein. He gave away a fortune to live as a simple gardener. He understood the limits of language and the value of silence. To die saying, "I've had a wonderful life," meant he was already a free traveler who had reconciled with all connections. What is truly sorrowful are the later years of some philosophers, far more famous to us. Nietzsche cried out for the Übermensch, but closed his eyes in madness and solitude. Schopenhauer had sharp insights into suffering, but lived a life plagued by anxiety and pessimism. Was it because they lacked intellect? No. It's because enlightenment is not a fortress built by the head. It is peace crafted by life. No matter how brilliant the knowledge, if it cannot break the prison of self, one eventually succumbs to the weight of their own afflictions. Fellow seekers, true philosophers are not found in books. You, reflecting on your life right now, are the protagonist. Whether it's an old man like me or a sage from the West, what we all sought was one thing: peace in this very moment. You already hold the candle of enlightenment. You just needed a connection to tell you, yes, you are right. Today, I want to be that small spark for your peace. You are already the great philosopher of your own life. I support your clear and steady flow. Live a life where you succeed without despair, earn wealth without being bound, and love without heartbreak. That is the life of awakening. Do not cling to anything. Everything in this world is constantly changing. Hapjang bowing with palms together. Curious about the sincere story of my awakening? Discover the journey here on my channel.